Once again, a very good evening, my honored guests and all those present here. I'm delighted with the audience numbers and I'm extremely honored and humbled by the elite gathering. Generally, the author's musings consist of what's in the book, besides what made him write. I will follow this tradition. However, I will also take this opportunity to share with you the hardships and the struggles I faced during this journey of mine. My son Philip was diagnosed with autism nearly 15 years ago. And it was when it was confirmed that my child had a disability, it was heartbreaking and agonizing. I was in shock and in disbelief. And the first question that came to my mind was, God, why me? It took me a few days to compose myself with the inevitable, as I knew I had no choice but to accept the cards fate had dealt. However, I realized it was me who wanted a child, and I expected that my child would be like the rest, a normal child. Now this sudden reality of him being born with a disability was no fault of his, though it was hard to digest. To understand and help him led me to a lot of research on autism and other mental health challenges that we face in our daily lives. In turn, this helped me understand why my son acted and behaved differently. I knew to help him, I had to be in his strength instead of following in sorrows. A decade ago, due to the limited resources available in Goa, I am aware that my son could not reach his maximum potential. The intervention centers were very few and did not have required amenities. Hence, the healing center was born. I began writing this book nearly 3 years ago, and it was while at the center I noted that parents had a lot of uncertainties and inquiries, and there was no one who could spend time with them and explain to them everything. They had this turmoil that overwhelmed their child and did not know how they could assist their child. So I wanted to find answers to all their queries, and hence I started exploring the net. I started talking to doctors, therapists. I visited various centers all over the world to interact with professionals in this field and get a better insight. With their valuable inputs, I eventually compiled this book, which covers all mental health issues and answers all the questions for parents with child with special needs and other mental health issues. I think the best way to help children with disabilities is with early intervention, and if a child has missed a milestone for any reason, an assessment should be carried out by a professional in this field so that the child will get the help at the earliest and reach maximum potential in the shortest time. For your information, the Government of India plays an enabling role by providing a lot of incentives and taking proper policy decisions to help children with special needs, which can be very beneficial to them. Most of the people are not aware of this. We at the Healing Center are working to make life simpler for parents and families by helping them with assistance of UDID cards and government schemes which we will be implementing shortly. I have always believed the purpose of human beings is first to become happy and self-contented and then give something back to society. And this is what I am doing. This has shown me it is possible to live a meaningful life and rewarding life by helping others with no expectations in return. I still have regrets that probably in my lifetime I will not be able to see Goa and India free of the discrimination against people with disabilities and mental health challenges. However, I hope that this mission of mine is carried on long after I am gone, where people learn to understand and care for neurodivergent individuals. I also hope someday they are able to live a life which is meaningful, happy and contented. It will be the India of my dreams if in any way I have or can continue to be able to contribute a little towards this goal, then I feel that my life has been a success. Thank you. I will now read from my book a note written by me and also a dedication which is dedicated for all the individuals with disabilities. Sorry. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor in the medical profession. My child was diagnosed with autism more than a decade ago. And this led me to study and research on this neurodevelopment disorder. The condition is not easily understood by the educated layman, and when one has a child who has a diagnosis of having ASD or any other disability, life at the moment turns upside down. As a parent of a child with autism, I know exactly what a parent experiences and feels. Reading this book will help you understand exactly why your child behaves and acts differently. It will also help you comprehend what your child is experiencing in daily life and guide you to make life easier for all. Mental health is a large and diversified subject and that most people avoid. We all have some mental ailment at some stage in life, while some are unfortunate to be born with it. This book explains common issues that could be associated with our everyday lives in simple language for ease of understanding. Included are mental health topics that could affect a child with autism. This book is written in 3 parts, which is a compilation of first-hand information from various sites and doctors. I have also spent much time in discussion with people in the medical field and various therapists supporting special needs children. I sincerely hope those who read this book will learn about the various issues while gaining additional knowledge to understand autism and other health issues. That is my note from me, and there is a little a dedication that I want to read. This book is dedicated to children born with disabilities and other mental health issues. Even in today's society, many are hidden behind closed doors. Some are in endless pain and suffering for no fault of theirs, as they are not understood most times, even by their close ones and the society around them. We must realize that a child is born due to a decision made by us, his parents. Hence, the child must be loved and cared for who he or she is. Parents should accept responsibility and help their children progress in all ways so that they can develop and lead everyday lives. These special needs children do not need to be veiled in society, in secrecy, or kept away from civilization. We must accept them as part of God's wonderful creation and make them an integral part of society. If criminals can be forgiven and accepted in our society, then why should these children agonize for no fault of theirs? It is the mission of the Healing Center to support these children and with training help them find suitable jobs that will make them proud. I am sure that someday society will accept these children for what they are and understand the turmoil that churns within them, making them different from the rest of us. Till then, we at the Healing Center will endeavor to ensure that these children are accepted and given them the liberty and the respect that they deserve. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming and spending this evening with us. Thank you very much.